what people call imposter syndrome, where there's this underlying guilt if you're not being effective enough because you've got this kind of privilege of living your life on your own terms and building a business and people working for you. And that pressure is kind of like subliminally saying to you, like, how dare you waste this time right now and be social? You should be working. You should be grinding 24/7. Do you think there's maybe an element of like psychological guilt that's driving that sort of sentiment? Or do you think it is just a predisposition for, I just want to be productive, Matt. I don't enjoy going for coffee with you. I just want to crack on. Where do you think it lands?
Yeah, I don't think it's imposter syndrome.
Jack's a workaholic. That's what his issue is.
Yeah, I mean, in actual fact, I actually rarely get imposter syndrome because I believe that to get where I'm saying has been so much hard work, stress, and unlucky situations, and what you see, even still is just if I knew it would take this much to get here, I probably wouldn't have done it. And I don't feel that you can have imposter syndrome if you know that. So I would have probably done something a bit more easy, and it is difficult. It's really difficult. I think it's just more around that I preoccupy myself with ensuring that my duties for the day are carried out. I have two parts of my mind, right? I have work, and then I have no work, right? And it's almost like they don't mix. I'm not that sort of person that will get up. One prime example. I will not go to the gym if I've got 3 months of like really hard balls to the wall, like I did over the social housing stuff. I was working day and night, probably 16, 17 hours days to get stuff done, and gym goes out the window. And my wife would be like, why don't you go to the gym first thing in the morning? And I was like, it doesn't matter when I go. If I'm preoccupied with getting shit done, I'm doing that from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. And that's where other people might go to the gym, wander into the office at 10 and be like, I had a really good workout. Now let's go smash the day. I'm smashing the day already for 5 hours before that 10 o'clock, and then until 10 o'clock at night. So it's just me, I'm just constantly fighting, just constantly want to get in a dogfight and just push everything forward. And my dad's the same. My dad's identical. He can't relax. I've learned from him, and I can relax in social situations to the point where I don't ruin everyone else's day, because my dad does that. My dad will ruin our whole family's day because he'll turn up grumpy because he doesn't want to be there. Whereas I will just say, I can't be there because you won't enjoy my company. So I take it a step further and acknowledge that if my mood is going to ruin other people's moods, I'll try and remove myself from it because I've got stuff to do, and I'll be more happy going and doing the stuff that I need to do. Whereas my dad will turn up and be a nuisance and ruin everyone else's day, and my sister's crying, mum's crying. And
Do you want to be like that, Jack? Do you wish you could just kind of have like
I wish I could be, work-life balance. Yeah. Like there's a guy that is a really close family friend of ours, and I go skiing with him, and he always says, that he tries to work as little as possible, and I'm like, wow, that is just. I'm literally so far removed from that. I don't even know how to get there.
maybe one day, mate, when you got little ones popping out, you might just have that epiphany and go, oh shit, there's now a new purpose.
Yeah. I mean,
Or he'll do the opposite.
Yeah, go, now there's a purpose to work even harder.
Yeah. You'll be making every excuse. Oh, I need to get into the office because this is really important.
I have learned to get better. So another really good example of how this really bothered me. So obviously Kelly used to go to the US for months, and we've got a dog in the UK. And when Kelly would go to the US, I would be solely responsible for this dog, and I hated it. Going out for a walk at midday when I could be doing work, and I'm not able to. I can make phone calls, yeah, great, but I just felt so inefficient. And I've learned to live in those moments and actually try and enjoy the walk. And that's been like a battle that I've had with myself. And Dorian, I know that you go through a similar thing with like being at home and listening to podcasts.
All of this is just like identical. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even listen to podcasts in the middle of the day. I think that's inefficient. I know that it's probably self-learning, but I just think between 9 and 5, everyone that you work with can pick up the phone or answer an email. So why waste that time doing stuff outside of that when you could do that before or after work? That's kind of like rule number 1 with me. Don't speak to me about. I will say to pals all the time. They'll call me up and be like, "How's this? How's that?" And I'll be like, "Really love speaking to you, but let's speak after work because I'm not going to enjoy this conversation."
Do you not value time in the day for having nothing to do but just think and just be like, I'm just going to think and have some space and just let my mind clear some thoughts? What should I be creatively thinking about, strategically thinking about? or do you like just having a task and a task and a task and objective?
I probably do neglect strategic thinking as much as I should do. I've been working on that as well, because I know that that's really how you get to, I mean, someone said to me once, it's Bill Gates, isn't it, that goes to his little lockaway cabin for 2 weeks with books. And someone said to me, I think it might have been my non-exec advisor, he said, why don't you go away, take a bit of time and have a think? And I went, I haven't got time to. And he said, if Bill Gates, one of the most successful people in the world, could take 2 weeks off work without a phone, you can. So I've been also working on that, which
I think my most we spoke about this on the podcast before. I think my most productive and impactful things that I can do to the business come from those moments where I can just think, or a weekend or a holiday or something where I'm just with my thoughts, so I could think holistically about the whole business, not distracted by objectives and things to do. And I might go, do you know what? I might hire this person, or I might try this thing. And then I could do that. And that could be a 10% improvement to efficiency, which I otherwise couldn't do just performing task after task.
The only thing I'd say about that Bill Gates analogy, while I understand and agree, it's that from what I've read, he actually put himself under a lot of pressure in that 2 weeks to. He would take with him suitcases worth of, relevant materials of new topics or potential ideas, and really try to get to grips and study. It was a study. It was a study 2 weeks. Wasn't necessarily a. It was quite intense from what I've read. Obviously,
I mean, I would love like 3 days, 4 days away on my own. That is like,
you can go on lastminute.com now and get a flight out of your whatever airport's close to any. Was it Gatwick or Heathrow?
Heathrow's the one. 5 terminals, 30 minutes away from my house.
Every week, all four of us get around a mic, talk about property and business. So make sure you go subscribe to the Ground Up Podcast.